I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be why having no ambition causes rejection. In other words, if you don't have goals, dreams, things that excite you, things that you have ambition for, things that you're chasing, goals that you're trying to accomplish, when you start dating a woman and she finds out you really have no future other than just trying to have a good time with her, you don't have any goals, you don't have a career that excites you, you're obviously not going to be very exciting yourself, you're not going to be very excited about your life, and you're not going to feel like you have a compelling life, something that gets you up early in the morning and keeps you up late at night. Women like guys that are passionate about things, that are striving to achieve, because in the process of striving to achieve, after all, masculine energy is about purpose, drive, direction, mission, success, achieving those kinds of things. And as a man, if you don't have any ambition, women instinctively know if you don't have ambition, you're not chasing after things, if you're not stretching yourself, if you're not trying to grow, then more than likely in your relationship, in your love for her, you're probably not going to really try that hard to penetrate her with your love. And when things get hard or things get difficult, you won't know what to do, and you won't really fight for your relationship. You won't fight to make things work. And so I get an email here from a guy, and he says, "Hey Corey, I enjoy watching your videos, and I began reading your ebook for the second time now, since you stated you need to read it 10 to 15 times to completely grasp the information. And the reason being is that human beings, we only retain about 8 to 10% of what we read and hear each time we go through it. And so even though my book's 200-something pages long, you're going to retain about 10% of it, 10 to 12% maybe max, each time you go through it. And there's so much information. There's stuff that covers pickup, there's stuff that covers dating, there's stuff that covers relationships, and you have to learn all three methods, techniques, strategies. So, because what happens is these techniques and strategies and the mindset, they all reinforce one another. And so when you're in a relationship and using relationship and communication skills, you still need pickup skills or basic attraction skills so you know how to re-attract your wife or your girlfriend, or to how to keep them attracted. He says, "I could say you're awesome." I thank you. He says, "Your book and your videos have started to help me and give me confidence with women again after a 3.5-year relationship with my ex-girlfriend. I was seeking your input on my current situation. So my ex-girlfriend broke up with me 3 months ago, with one of the reasons being that she didn't see a future with me because she gave me 3.5 years to get a full-time job and start a career. I asked her to lunch 2 weeks ago, and the next day I set a time and place to meet. If you want to be treated like a lover, then you do things that a lover would do. If you want to be treated like a friend, then you do things a friend would do. And taking a chick to lunch or going to a movie during the day, those are the kind of things that her friend or her male girlfriend or her manservant or her butler, whatever you want to call it, would do for her. We ended up spending 6 hours talking about everything and barely ate lunch and just kept having drinks. While talking, it was light and playful at times, and she mentioned to me that it didn't feel like we were broken up and that she didn't know what this break was. In other words, she's saying, I'm having such a good time, I'm kind of confused. She brought up that she broke up with me because she was frustrated with me for not pursuing a career path and didn't see a future with me and give me ample time to do something. I apologized for the mistake and realized I was wrong and being lazy and too comfortable with us being the way we were. And I would say that your problem, dude, is that you had no goals, you had no ambition in life. And that's just very unattractive to a woman. And most people don't go for their goals and dreams in life for two reasons. Fear of success, fear of failure, or the other reason is that fear that you won't be loved and accepted. In other words, that your peers, your friends, your family won't accept and love you and encourage you to go after your dreams. And unfortunately, most people are weak. Most people are too weak to follow their own dreams. And so when you start chasing your own dreams, usually they're going to attack you and cut you down, and they're not going to support you. They'll tell you you'll never make it, what an idiot you are. I've heard like 1,000 really cruel, nasty things from people who I thought were my friends or people who maybe used to work for me, just because they were too fucking weak to go pursue the things that I pursued. Even though when they looked at my life, they realized, wow, the only reason you accomplish all these things is because you don't give up and you keep chasing your dreams. I mean, guys that are chasing their dreams, they're exciting. It's like when I talk about the things that I'm into and what I do, I mean, obviously I make all these videos and I write these articles because I have a passion for it. I have a passion for helping people. I love it. I think it's exciting as hell that some dude on the other side of the world can read a few articles, read my book, and completely go from not having any action with women to having women blowing up his phone and sending him love letters and telling him what an awesome guy he is or the greatest lover they've ever met in their life. I mean, it's just awesome. I love it. I have a passion for that. And that's what women like about guys that have goals and have ambitions. They're excited. They're a mover and shaker. They're going places. They're always expanding. Because, I mean, think about it. Life's pretty dull and boring if you do the same thing over and over 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year, 365 days a year. I mean, it's fucking lame and boring. And women are like cats. If they don't have anything to be curious about or anything to look forward to, they're going to get bored and want to go find excitement elsewhere. He said she would ask if I had a new girlfriend, but I said no, I'm just talking to a few girls. And I would have said, hey, I always got room for one more. She then mentioned that she missed doing stuff with me, like going to the movies and to the beach, and asked me to do some stuff this summer. And I would have said, well, I miss some things too. I miss you naked in my bed. I told her we would figure it out since we had some time. During the 6 hours, she wanted me to sit closer to her. And when a girl says, hey, come sit closer to me, I say, why don't you come over and sit next to me, sweetheart? Just why? Because it's a dominant thing. I'm the man. Think about it. Be her rock. Be her mountain. You don't see the mountain chasing the wind, do you? Something to think about. During the 6 hours, she wanted me to sit closer. He says, at numerous points, I grabbed her hand. Now you're touching her. You're reaching out to her instead of letting her touch you. That's a mistake. And held it as we just talked. That's something that her male girlfriend would do. Or her manservant, or the guy that's got blue balls that's not getting laid with her. As the night ended, I grabbed and kissed her 2 different times. That was good. One time we were walking, and another time when we were saying goodbye. I just couldn't help it. I felt the connection there, and I just had to. Awesome. That's what a man does. He goes for what he wants. Good job there. She kissed me back both times, and we even made out a little bit. Good for you. She came out to where I worked a few days later with a friend, and we had a few drinks together, and I just talked and joked around a bit. Guys would come up to her to try and talk to her, but she blew them off. At one point, she even turned to see if I was looking at her until I turned away when she looked at me and saw I wasn't looking. Now you're playing games with her. A girl came up to talk to me, and then she got angry and confronted me and then walked away. I told her that she has nothing to be angry about and to relax. And I wouldn't have said that. See, now you're defending yourself. I would say, are you getting jealous? It's like, that's so beautiful. That's so cute. I love it. You should kiss me right now. Kiss me, and then you communicate to this other girl that she ain't got a chance with me because I'm all yours. You say things like that. It's like, remember, nothing can diminish you. Nothing your woman can. Ever see James Bond sweating or becoming a bumbling idiot around women? No, it doesn't fucking happen. It's just nothing phases him. Nothing diminishes him. He's always calm. He's always relaxed. He's always, hey, all's well. It's going to work out. I'm going to get laid anyway, so talk to whoever you want. I told her she has nothing to be angry at. She says she realized she was wrong, and we continued having fun together. She called me the next day to talk for a bit. A couple days later, I texted her, but she was out having fun, and she didn't text me back because you're chasing her now. The idea is that when a woman texts you, you simply arrange the next opportunity to get together. And if a week goes by and you haven't heard from her, text her and invite her to do something. See, what's happening is she's showing up with friends, and so she's kind of acting like a friend. You're kind of like a stranger to her the way that she acts, and so you're trying not to offend her, and so you're doing all this male girlfriend kind of shit, this male friend behavior. And if you don't watch it, she's going to put you there, and you'll never get out of it. He says, yes, I may have been needy with one message. Oh, okay, that's why she didn't text you back, because you were needy. I just kept asking her why she didn't text me back. That's just needy, which may have turned her off, because she told me we weren't together anymore, so she didn't have to text me back. In other words, you're not very important to me. That's what she said to you, and you need to pay attention to that shit instead of just ignoring it and being only focused on what you want. Love is playful and fun. It's not serious. This girl blew you off, and she broke up with you, and so there's no reason for you to chase and pursue her. The only thing you should do with her is when she contacts you, then arrange a time to get together, create an opportunity for sex to happen, do something in the evening, Someplace where you and her can meet up for drinks and hang out and have a good time. Not something with your buddies and her buddies, or she comes to where you work with friends of hers. A place for the two of you to get together without any interference from other people. She then brought up a good memory of us having at the beach, and I was trying to figure out what's going on in this girl's mind. She's trying to change the subject because you're bringing her down and you're focusing on negative things. You're basically saying, you're seeking her approval with your behavior. You're basically going, why don't you love me anymore? Why don't you call me? Why don't you text me? I'm really needy and insecure. And when you communicate that, she's not going to want anything to do with you. After reading your book, I understood that women are like cats and they come and go as they please. I haven't talked to her in a few days, and I just wanted your input in the whole situation. And that's all you need to do. Back off and do nothing. When she contacts you, just say, hey, when are you free so we can get together and meet up for some drinks the next week? Question mark. Send that. And if she wants to meet up for drinks, she'll say, hey, I'm free Tuesday and Thursday, or I'm free Monday, or whatever it happens to be. And then whatever day she's free, make a definite date. Say, great, how about we meet at Bob's Bar at 3 o'clock on whatever day it happens to be that she's available. Text that back, and if she says yes, awesome. Say, great, I'll see you there. And if she says, well, call me to confirm or any of that crap, then this is what you text back to her. Just say, if you're unsure of your schedule next week, let's just do it another time. And you do what's called the takeaway. And one or two things will happen. She'll just go, okay, when you say, let's just do it another time, and don't offer another day. If she doesn't bring up another specific day, then just withdraw the offer and say, hey, I got to run, I'll talk to you later. Why? Because she's not that interested in seeing you. And this way, when you cause her to reach out to you, and then next time when she asks you about other girls, just say, yeah, I'm seeing a few girls, but hey, I always got room for one more. Don't give her a straight answer. Why? It's none of her business. Just like she said to you, we're not together anymore, and so I don't have to return your text. And that was a control thing. She was in control of it, and you're seeking her approval, and she's brushing you off. And so what you need to do is stop moving forward completely. Stop chasing her, and when you do go out and hang out with her, stop grabbing her hand. Let her touch you first. Let her come to you first. And when she starts touching you, and she asks you to sit close, you say, why don't you come over here? This is I like where I'm at. This is really comfortable. Bring your little ass over here. And just grab her. Usually if she's in a chair, I'll grab the chair and I'll pull it over to where I am. It's just a dominance thing. It's little subtle things like that may seem innocuous, but it's a big, huge thing as far as establishing dominance. And when a woman is around a man who acts dominant, she can't help but feel and want to be submissive around him. But when you keep acting the way you're acting, seeking her approval, you're going to get nowhere. So if you have a question that you want to ask me, you can go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which is going to be on the left-hand side of your screen. Send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max detailing your questions, your situation, your challenges. Just give me several days to get back to you with a response, because I get a lot of email from the internet, and I also get a lot of it from my paying phone coaching customers. But be patient, and I will get back to you. And if you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book my paid phone coaching session. And you can do that by clicking the Products tab at the top of your screen and just follow the instructions for booking a paid phone coaching session with yours truly. And if you want to get a copy of my book, you can download the Amazon Kindle version of my book to any electronic device, as long as you download Amazon's free Kindle e-reader app first, depending on the kind of device it is. And then that way it only takes 60 seconds, and you can be reading my book, my ebook, on any electronic device of yours. And I will talk to you soon.